Hi everyone, I'm Ron. Welcome to my channel. On Wednesday I received an email from Articat letting me know about their 2021 lineup. And I thought that I would make a video to kind of go over what all they announced and give my thoughts on it. If you're new to the channel, you're probably not aware, but anybody who's stuck around and who's been around this channel for a while knows that I have more than a few Articats floating around in my shop, and I think it would be fair to call me an Articat fanboy. That said, a lot of times the biggest fans can be your biggest critics. So we're gonna jump into that and see what Articat is up to. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see here. We're starting out here 21. Let's go with the side-by-sides. We're not gonna watch the video. We've got in the side-by-sides we have a 2021 Wildcat XX, not a big surprise, the Prowler Pro, and a Prowler Pro Ranch. Huh. I don't know, is that all that's new? No, there's this Prowler 500. I don't know why didn't they list that in any case, whatever. So on the ATV side we have the Altera 450. This is probably not a bad thing. I wish that would go away. You know, everybody talks about the big machines, the 1000s and such, but when you run around over here and you look at probably what the average machine is, most people are running around in that 400 to 570 cc model machine. So staying in that area is probably a good thing as far as getting people buying your product and then hopefully staying with your product. So but okay, so we're gonna let's look at the side-by-side page first. So yeah, so here's what they have for side-by-sides. Here's our Prowler Pro Crew Ranch. Oh, they've got a 2-seat and a 4-seat. Okay. Here's their Prowler 500. I guess that's new. I don't know much about it, so I don't know a lot about the Prowler lineup. And these are regular Prowler Pros here, and then here's our Wildcat. So I'm just going to point out immediately what I noticed that's absent in this lineup. If this is what they're offering for 2021, there's no Trail, there's no Sport, there's no X, the Stampede is gone, and the Havoc is gone. That's a pretty big cut, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I would call it concerning. That doesn't strike me as most companies are broadening their model lineup, not cutting everything. But in any case, okay, so we've got our let's dive in. This is what most people are probably gonna want to know about the new Wildcat XX. Let's see what we've got here. So opening the page up, it's I don't think there's anything the Fox 2.5 podiums, I don't you know, somebody who's more knowledgeable, I guess, correct me if I'm wrong. It was always the Robbie Gordon, the RG Pros up until this year. Am I correct? Or in fact, if I'm honest, when you look at this page here, suspension. I mean, it says we did our homework, and you know, we go in and it tells you all about the suspension. What I find interesting is nowhere in this page do we hear of Robbie Gordon's name anymore. So I guess friendship ended with Robbie Gordon. Oh, I backed out. Sorry. Yeah. So here's the Fox 2.5s. So I will say, this white and green, I like this color. I like that. I don't care much for the red charcoal. It's fine, but if I were gonna buy one, I would buy this. So it doesn't look like anything's really changed much. I wish I could find like you know, I would like to maybe get an XX. I wish I could find a company that makes nice aftermarket A-arms, but I haven't had any luck. So, this is interesting here. So let's go here. Look at this picture here. And let's do this. Let's look at this a minute. So, I just said I like the white and green. But here I look at a picture where Arctic Cat clearly was playing with a charcoal and green. Jesus, Arctic Cat, why didn't you offer this as a color option? I don't know, maybe it looks goofy in person. This looks like it would be pretty sweet. I would definitely buy that color. This white and this charcoal and green, that looks pretty sick. So, you know, thanks Arctic Cat. I don't know how you obviously tested enough to put it on a machine, and then let's see here. You've got this picture. That's obviously the charcoal front. This is lime green with a charcoal front here. This picture is at least a charcoal front. You took the time to I mean, you had it in your pictures. Why didn't you just release 3 colors? That would have been you know, that would have been nice. It would have been a nice in between, you know. Make it a special edition. I don't know. But yeah, and now all of a sudden I feel cheated. I feel cheated. Not that this is a bad looking color here. I like this color, but that charcoal lime would have been pretty sweet. So just saying. All right, well that's enough. You know, the XX is basically, I think I backed out. I think that there were some, like, yeah, so there's different kits. It doesn't really, they don't even show you the pictures of it laid out, which I think is asinine. You know, I don't know how else to describe it. I don't know why you would make a giant page like this and then put aluminum roof, polycarbonate windshields, rear view mirror, and that's your adventure kit. Why wouldn't you show a picture of the machine decked out? Yeah, see, it's the same thing. This is bumpers. And then the Discover, you know, same thing. They, you know, they describe. They don't show you anything. Why would they? Why would they even waste the page? You know, I don't know why they would do that. But in any case, okay, so we spent enough time on the XX. So the Prowler 500, I think, is new. Yeah. So let's see what this is. Class leading storage. Okay. 443 CI engine. So why would you call it a 500 when it's not even really a 450? At least call it the 450. Nobody, I don't know, would anybody really care? But apparently somebody thought it would, so whatever. I don't know. I am curious who they sourced this engine from, because maybe it's built in their factory, but I don't think so. I would be surprised. They haven't used any of their own engines, and you know, I think the only engines that they use that are their own presently are the 700 single and the 570. I don't know, maybe they have more, but I can't, you know, I don't know. So yeah, and then this one, the other thing that bothers me, so this one has an 18-month warranty, right? Pretty good warranty. And then you go back and you look at our friend the Wildcat here, and where is it? Six-month warranty right here. Why can you not put a warranty program together that covers all your machines the same length of time? That doesn't, I don't know, maybe that makes sense to someone to do different. Why wouldn't you? You know what, just make a year warranty. Alright, let's look at, I don't know, maybe you guys care about these four-seaters. That being said, okay, I just said, you know, I was about to say I don't care about four-seaters. If, in my opinion, CAT is kind of squandering this XX, and I've said it before in a previous vlog that I posted, that you know, people were initially really hyped about the XX, and they wanted two things from Arctic Cat to follow it up. They wanted a turbocharged version, and they wanted a four-seat version. And CAT, this will be, I think this is going to be the fourth year. This is going to be CAT's fourth year. No revisions, no additions. I think that is a real shame. I think that you are losing a lot of market share to other manufacturers. You know, case in point, Yamaha's RMAX 1000 that just got announced a week ago. That is a slick looking machine, and it's, you know, they see a need, they fill a need, whereas CAT seems like they're vacating needs. So that if it's true that they eliminated the Sport and the Trail, I think that's a huge loss for them. That was one of their most reliable machines. So okay, the Pro Crew. Let's look at this, well, three-seater technically. Let's look at this guy. Whisper Quiet 50 horsepower engine. I can't remember, somebody told me who they sourced this motor from, but it is outsourced. It is supposed to be really quiet. I don't really have much of a need for this particular machine, so I haven't really did any purchase searches for these or spent much time in the seat of them. So, but they are a nice looking machine. I thought that Havoc X looked like a slick setup. I'm kind of surprised to see that go. So yeah, 812 3-cylinder. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it competes with the Defender lineup. 18 months again. So I don't know. Let's see if they did the same thing. I cannot believe that you would put together an accessory kit and then not show off the accessories in the kit. You know, but who does that? Apparently Arctic Cat does that. I don't know. There's not much to see here. Everything looks fine. Selectable locking rear differential. Okay, so let's see. Where is... Okay. So this is interesting because I think Cat was... Maybe I'm wrong, but back in, you know, around the 2010 year, around that period of time, basically all Arctic Cats had locking front differentials. This is one of their big things because, you know, they made kind of a big deal out of the fact that all their equipment had locking differentials. So, seeing this apparently has a limited slip, I guess, but why wouldn't you put a locking differential in this? That's basically, I mean, that's what everybody complains about now with other machines. It's why Can-Am came out with their smart lock, is to shut everybody up because of the visco lock issues. So I don't know. Performance dimensions. Width 63 inches. That's what I didn't look at. Okay, this might feel a little segmented, but it is what it is, right? So we're just kind of learning these things. So I want to see what the width is on this Prowler 500. If it's a 50-inch machine, it looks like it would be one, doesn't it? And this picture here, it looks like a pretty narrow machine. So let's say right there. 56.4-inch width. So why that number, I wonder? Why is it's not a 50 wide, so, which I'm not saying it should be, but why 56? Why not go to 60, which is a fairly standard number, or even bump it up to a 65 wide? Maybe a 65 wide would be a little much for you. I don't know. What are the widest the Ranger and the Defender lineup? I don't know. But in any case, 56, that seems like a really random number. I don't know. I would have just, you know, I probably would have just gone with a 60-inch wide chassis. Because that, not even 4 inches of width to get you there. I don't see many gates stopping me that aren't going to stop me at 56 inches. So virtually no gates. You know, all the trails I know of are either rideable to a 50-inch wide machine or a 65-inch wide machine. I don't know of any breaks in between there. So, okay, that's all I want to know about that 500 that I missed before. So, I don't know. As far as that, it looks like a lot of utility in here. I don't know why. It makes me very nervous seeing so many of the other manufacturers come out with compelling items in their lineup, and then I look here and I see the XX as their only speed oriented, I don't know what you'd call that, non-utility machine. The only thing I can think of is it's easier to market these machines to tracker than it is the trail and the sport. I don't know. But I won't lie, it's concerning. The fact that I can only get these models in one color each basically is kind of scary. I don't know. You know, this is the other thing. It's been a few years obviously since I bought a brand new Arctic Cat. But you know, they always used to have real nice color options. And now I look and there's one color option for the Ranch Edition, and the Prowler Pro only comes in this earth blue. I mean, what the hell? What happened to good old-fashioned Arctic Cat lime green? So, I mean, they have a variant of it in the XX, but that's it. They have this... Actually, this is not a bad-looking color on this Prowler 500. This marsh green, it looks like it would be pretty cool. But, okay, well... We beat around on Arctic Cat for their side-by-side lineup enough. So let's take a look at their ATV line. Okay, so this is their new machine, the 450, huh? Starting price $6,099. So again, it's got that marsh green. Is that what they call? Yeah, marsh green. It looks pretty good, honestly. So on the page anyway. So and then the blue looks fine too. So I still wish, you know, it used to be you could get this marsh green, Arctic Cat's lime green, red, and then like camo. That used to be their standard 4-color package that you had to choose from. So it's disappointing to see it, you know, your best case scenario is down to 2 colors, but maybe people don't care, I don't know. So again, 443cc, 7 inches of suspension travel. I don't know, it seems fine for a 48-inch wide machine. 10 inches of ground clearance. I think that's what cats mostly are now. Or actually, I think they're down. Mine was marketed at around 12. So dual A-arm, on the fly, 2 4-wheel. Nothing about a locker. That's kind of, what is this here? What do we got? What's the story with this? Is it not an actuated? It almost looks like it's a lever actuated 4-wheel drive system. Am I crazy? That's what it looks like here, doesn't it? Huh. That's weird. I'm just gonna be honest. I think if that's the case, that's weird. Their racks are the same as any other model. Digital gauge, same 2-inch hitch. So let's see here. Does it say, where would that be under? Just 2-wheel, 4-wheel drive selection, no limited slip, no diff lock. I think that's dumb, but whatever. Front rack 75, rear rack 150. Overall weight 628 pounds. Okay. Color options, features. So it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me what I'm looking at in here. Of course you would meow now. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at here, but it looks crazy. Come on. What did I do? I obviously didn't do what I wanted to do here. Oh, I'm not saving the image. Whatever. You know what? It doesn't matter. So that's the 450. We'll skip the, I don't know, we'll glance at the 570 here. This only, again, it only comes in this blue though. So 11 inches, okay, so 11 inches of ground clearance in this. So, you know, like I say, it's not quite marketed like mine was. I wonder if they did. No, okay. Yeah, so they didn't show you anything. 12-month warranty. What does this one have? 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive differential. Doesn't say anything about a locker. They wouldn't bring out a 570 and not put a locking differential in it, would they? Huh, it really doesn't tell me. Did I miss it? No. I don't like that. I wouldn't buy a machine that doesn't have a locker. That's, you know, granted, that's just me. But, you know, like I say, I wouldn't buy it. So I want a locker. I want to be able to have all 4 tires turning if I need them to. Okay, so this is their 700. And the reason I'm looking at the 700 is I'm looking to see whether it has if it says locker or not, because if it doesn't, then I don't. This one doesn't say locker either. What the hell? I don't know. I wish they listed. That used to be a big deal with Cat. Because that's one of the reasons why I didn't like Can-Am. I really did not like that Visco lock. So I don't know. There's, you know, like I say, I don't know who did their website here, but there's a lot of questions that, I mean, I guess that means I have to go to the dealer, right? But I sure wish I could find that out from here. Machines are still pretty I still think that this 700, this is still built by Cat. It was a good engine when I bought mine in '08. It's you know, they've only improved it in my opinion with the deletion of that wet clutch. So I still think this is a pretty solid machine. Like I say, I'm annoyed that there's only one color. And that color is carried across basically their whole lineup. So, okay, so something that I need to bring up. I think Arctic was the first one to come out with a Mud Pro. And obviously, you know, looking around, that market has done all right. You know what I mean? Now you have Polaris in that market with their high lifter machines, and Can-Am has their XMR lineup. I don't know, do any of the Japanese have? I think Yamaha might have something. I can't remember if they called anything special, but I thought they had something that was maybe not an all-out mud machine, you know, per se like an XMR, but something that is touted as for more muddier terrain. In any case, you look in this lineup and there's no Mud Pros. Arctic, why are you leaving a market segment you helped build? What are you doing? So I mean the TRV thing I can appreciate. I don't know, you know, how many people are buying 2-up ATVs anymore with UTVs being a thing, although since Cat's dropping their base models, their sport and their trail, which probably got a lot of people into the seats of their machines. I mean, they're probably not going to sell everyone an XX, you know. So I don't know what to say. This is somebody who has really appreciated Arctic products over the years. Looks at what I'm seeing here, And if these, I can't imagine why you would build a site that doesn't include models that you intend to carry for the 21 model year. But if these machines are all gone, the X, the Trail, the Sport, your Mud Pro, you know, I look at that and I don't see a very good sign. Especially, this is the 60th year that Arctic Cat as a brand has been in business. So their first snowmobile was produced in 1960. So, and this is supposed to be your 60th year in business, and you're scaling back. Now, I appreciate that maybe I should temper my expectations due to, you know, our new friend Rona here, but at the same time, that didn't stop Yamaha. It doesn't stop, you know, Polaris, Honda, or Can-Am from continuing to innovate. So you've had how many years to take the XX platform and build off of it, and they've done none of that. So 2021 as a model year, there's very little. I should not, the biggest thing to get me going should not be one color. You know, it should not be green on white. I don't know what to say about this, but especially if I already had an XX, none of what I'm seeing here is going to compel me to replace my previous year's XX with this new 2021 lineup. So there just isn't. So anyway, okay, we've beaten Arctic Cat to death. My assessment as a Arctic Cat fan is that somebody is asleep at the wheel. That this is not the same company that I came to enjoy starting in 2004, and then actually buying backwards and buying a 1998 Bearcat before I bought my 2008 700 H1. So that it really sours me, quite honestly. I cannot state how disappointed I am with whoever is running the show at Arctic Cat here, because they just they've taken a lot of things, and a lot of things that Cat did well. You know, like that Mud Pro back in the day. You know, a lot of machines. They were selling a lot of machines like that. So I don't know what to say. I'm really disappointed. I'm sure, you know, if you were looking for an XX, I guess the good news is it probably hasn't changed. So the XX is still exactly the same thing. So as far as innovations, though, there's really nothing compelling here. So, but all right. Well, in any case, I'm sorry to put a damper on Arctic Cat's parade, but not impressed as somebody who has enjoyed their lineup in the past. So, but anyway, so if you if you disagree, I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on it, or if you have some insight maybe into like the lockers. Like I say, it doesn't say anything on these pages. I find it hard to believe they've dropped lockers off of especially their ATVs. So if they did, that's, in my opinion, unforgivable. But yeah, if you have insights into that where I might be wrong, I would love to hear it, because, you know, anything, you can only brighten my day at this point, because Arctic Cat's marketing and PR sure hasn't. So if you you know, if you're gonna buy another Arctic Cat, or buy your first Arctic Cat, I'd love to hear about it. You know, that's what the comment section is for. I love to hear what you guys have to say. I learned some really interesting things from you guys and girls. I need to stop saying guys. From you all out there. And if you agree, if you enjoy this video, you know, I'd appreciate if you hit the thumbs up. It means a lot to me. And then finally, to see more of my content, you know, kindly hit the subscribe button down at the, you know, somewhere on the screen, and you know, come back for more of my videos. So anyway, all right, thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video.